So to show this, the first thing I would like to do is start up the task manager. And in the task manager, we can have a detailed look at the different tasks that are running. You can see here the way the images are started, so how processes are started, and we have the process identifiers. I'm sorting that so that I can search very easy for certain processes that run. Now start a command prompt in admin mode, and let's issue a Docker command. So we're going to do a Docker run -it, and I'm going again to start the Microsoft Windows Server Core image with a command line so that I can show you that a command process is created in the container that is now running at the moment. So when I start PowerShell here in my Docker container, I can now list out all the processes that are on my machine. And here you see that I have a couple of processes under which a shared process, which is more or less the shared kernel part, SMSS, and you can see a process here which is my command prompt CMD. Now this command prompt has an identifier 6716, and I can go to my host machine, and here I can look up this exact same command prompt, which I can find here. Now you see here that the location where it started is now with this strange GUID-like name. That is the isolation that is part in the kernel. Now you also see here that we have the SMS process, and when I will look up the SMS process, and I need to scroll up a bit here, and here it is, you can see that there's not such a strange name in how the process is started. That has to do with the fact that this is the actual host process that is shared with the Docker container. Now let's again look at the command prompt, which is, just need to look up the number again, 67 a bit, and it's over here. What I can do is I just can kill this command prompt just from my host. So now you will see that when I try to issue any commands in my Docker host, then you see that the moment I type something, it just pops out of the Docker command. And now I can see that I still had one container running here, but when I do a docker ps-a, you can see that my Docker container just exited, that my command prompt is exited about a minute ago. And you see now that it's possible from my host to influence processes that are in containers. So you can imagine that this is the reason Microsoft also created something that is better suitable for hostile hosting, because when something would break out of a container, it could influence other processes in other containers, which we want to prevent. And that's the reason we have Hyper-V containers.